Meantime, let's stick with digital assets.
That could have been anything.
That's true, too. Banking Committee lead Republican Senator Pat Toomey unveiling new legislation aimed at regulating stablecoins. Senator Toomey, it's nice to see you this morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about stablecoins because they've become a central feature of this crypto market. How concerned, though, should we be?
Here's the way I think about this, Andrew. Today, as you know, stablecoins are a tool that facilitates trade within the crypto world. But because of their stability, their price stability relative to the dollar, I think there's a real possibility that they could be adopted more widely, that they could be used in the physical economy, especially when you consider the tremendous potential of the advantages of programmable money, which is inherent in stablecoins. So what I'd like to do is have a sensible regulatory framework that allows this space to thrive, allow the innovation to occur with some sensible consumer protections. And so that's what I've proposed, a flexible regulatory regime that gives stablecoin issuers some choices, some options, would require disclosure so that consumers know exactly what are the assets backing a given stablecoin, for instance, and what are the redemption rules and policies. Also, third-party attestation that would require to be audited periodically to make sure that consumers know what is backing this. And it would also have the privacy features of Gramm-Leach-Bliley.
Senator, what's your sense of whether we even need stablecoins, which is to say, should there just be a digital U.S. dollar?
You know, I'm kind of thinking exactly the opposite way around, Andrew. You know, we have stablecoins. They exist. They work. They have tremendous flexibility and some huge advantages. They do not interfere with the Fed's ability to conduct monetary policy as long as they're backed on a one-to-one basis. I'm not reflexively opposed to a central bank digital dollar, but I don't know how long it would take to get there. I don't know how well they would do it. I don't know if the design would be something that most Americans would be comfortable with. So we can wrestle with all that, but in the meantime, let's allow this new innovation to thrive.
But how do you think about that relative to, for example, you know, we keep hearing about the Chinese wanting to develop a digital version of the Yuan?
Yes, and I think their motivation there includes a variety of things. One is to try to undermine the strength of the dollar as a #1 global reserve currency, but also because it gives them surveillance powers, right? They've designed their central bank currency to enable them to surveil their citizens, which they really like doing that. That would be completely unacceptable for us. And I don't think that just by virtue of having a digital currency, the Chinese currency becomes a reserve currency. They've got other problems.
But the reason I asked the question, as it relates to stablecoins here in the United States, is just whether you think that that actually presents such a competitive threat long-term to the U.S. dollar, and if you believe everything becomes digitized, whether we actually want to be in that business, even if we're not in that business today.
Yeah, so I do think that what the stablecoin offers is the latest technology in money, right? Money has evolved enormously from when, you know, I guess traders used tobacco leaves back in Virginia hundreds of years ago. Money is a very different thing today, and the latest capabilities are manifested in stable coins. We could do it in a central bank digital dollar. But I do think it's important that we have that capability. The U.S. can retain its role as the leading reserve currency of the world, I think, with stable coins. Right. So I do think it's an important competitive element.
And then, Senator, while we have you, just, you know, I think there's lots of questions about what's happening in the economy. We saw this Deutsche Bank report yesterday saying that we could be on the verge of a recession. The Fed may move too quickly. We still saw the minutes. You study all of this. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, I think job #1 for the Fed has to be to get inflation under control. It is so well beyond anything that's acceptable or what the Fed's target was. Honestly, I don't think you can get inflation under control as long as you have negative real interest rates. So, yeah, maybe the worst of the inflation prints are behind us. I'm not sure of that, but I get the theory. And so maybe inflation comes down a little bit, but I just think we're going to have to move short-term rates a long way, and the Fed is going to have to move them a long way.
But how concerned are you that tips us into a recession? That at this point you can't do it without doing such a thing.
And that's the problem, right? I mean, with given all the other dynamics, the likelihood that that's a soft landing and we get out without a recession, that has diminished. I recognize that. That's the problem with waiting too long and keeping the monetary policy way too easy for much longer than they should have.
Senator Toomey, it's always good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.